1989 was the year former Shakespearean actor Charles Lawson took on the role of ex-squaddy Jim McDonald. Jim and screen wife Liz had a tempestuous marriage, with Jim having numerous rows with her and their twin sons, Andy and Steve. Charles appeared in 1,068 episodes before street producers felt it was time to write him out.
Hi, Mike. Have a pint, please, mate. Yeah. Since I left in October last year, I went straight into Spike Milligan's Cocoon, and then I did several radio plays, and that really took me up to Christmas. And then I went down to London into the West End at Wyndham's and did art. It's about three guys and a painting, but it's actually not a lot to do with the painting. It's about the three guys who've known each other for about 15, 20 years, exploring their friendship, their differences, and it was actually written as a tragedy, although it is very, very funny. And we played it, myself, James Gaddis and Gary Kemp, we played it pretty ruthlessly and pretty straight down the line hard. It's a complete shock. You know, when you come from what I'd been doing and different stuff, and then you come into the street, you know, it's just like, what is going on here? You know, it is most peculiar. But then once you get your head around it, you know, it's all right. But you can't take these things too seriously, you know. If you took it too seriously, you'd be bananas. And I suspect the people who are bananas have taken it too seriously for a long time.
Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine.
I'm not that ambitious or you know, really, as a human being. You know what I mean? If I'm working and if the sun's out and I can ride horses and have my dog and all the rest of it, then I'm quite happy, and there's a nice boozer nearby. So I don't really dream of playing, you know, Macbeth or Hamlet.
Once again, romance blossomed on the street when Charles met his future wife, Ellie.
I'd been away over Christmas and I came back, and our first scene was with Mick Lavelle in the garage. And Michael and I had sort of always talked as boys do, you know. And he Charlie, you should see the new makeup bird, she's bloody great. She's right up your street. And he was right. You know, that was it, I saw her and that was it. Very romantic. The wedding day was the most enjoyable day of my life so far. It was a small, private affair in the sense that we only had 40 people. It was at our favourite hotel. They looked after us like kings. We did a deal with one of the magazines. They came for 2 hours, behaved impeccably, and enhanced the day. We didn't have a lot of famous people there, but we had, I think, only 3 or 4 people from the street, and the rest were just sort of friends from nothing to do with the business. But it was a fabulous day, and I think I cried from about 10 o'clock in the morning till about 10 o'clock at night. Because I'm a real Jessie, actually.
After 11 years of playing Jim McDonald, Charles felt the character had run its course. A view also held by street producer Jane McNaught.
I got a call to go and see her, so I mean, I knew that you know, we were going up to shake hands. So I went in and she said, right, I think it's time to call it a day. And I said, well, you know, last year's contract was untenable for me, and Jim is becoming a disappointment to the show, and he's becoming a disappointment to me, so I agreed, let's shake hands. So that was it, it was fine. I think she thought I was going to throw her out the window or something stupid, you know, but...
Charles spends most of his spare time following outdoor pursuits. He relaxes walking his dog, playing golf, horse riding, and occasionally shooting.
Oh.
I'd probably make myself completely unpopular with all the lovies out there, but yeah, I shoot game, I shoot pheasants and duck. I'm a member of a syndicate up in the borders up in Scotland, and I spend my winters shooting. Something I've been brought up with, I've always done it.
Come on! I think you're a coward. You've got a streak that wide through your gut!
Jim McDonald landed himself in hot water when he attacked and killed drug dealer Jez Quigley. Jim was given a long prison sentence for manslaughter and his exit storyline from the programme. But for Charles, this may not be the complete end to the story.
Well, Jim got 8 years, didn't he? So he's a ridiculously harsh sentence for manslaughter, I have to say. But anyway, so he'll do 4, won't he? So in 3 years' time, if they were going to, and phone me up and say, would you come back? I would certainly go and have a few jars with the producer and find out what he or she wanted me to do. And if it was valid and if it was worthwhile, then I'd do it.